Do you like to smoke a couple of joints to take the edge off, smoke a little bit of marijuana, maybe some edibles, just to kind of get your nerves down a little bit, to feel a little bit calm? Do you ever do that? Do you just like to have a couple drinks, maybe just a couple beers, or maybe just mixed drinks, a nightcap, something to just relax at night, something to help you go to sleep? Do you ever do that? Do you ever pop some pills, take some Ambien, take some, Adderall, maybe some pain pills because you feel a little uncomfortable in your body and you just want to take that edge off? You just kind of take some pills. What is it that you do? A few glasses of wine, maybe? You like some wine? Yeah? A few glasses of wine to relax. Now, if that's you, or if that's someone you know that regularly turns to, I'm not talking about your full-blown drug addicts or alcoholics, because that's how we tend to classify people. Oh, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm talking to you. If you just every once in a while, just to kind of take the edge off, you like to smoke a couple joints, have a couple glasses of wine in the evening, a nightcap, pop a few pills. If you find yourself kind of regularly doing this just to kind of manage life, I want to talk to you. And if that's not you, I'm sure you know somebody that's doing this. Now I know, I come from a background where everything was classified as right or wrong. It is wrong to do this and it's right to do this. And then a lot of people I know have come out of that framework of not seeing the world through this black and white, rigid lens of right or wrong. And so because of that, you kind of just say, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. And the conversation always goes to, there's nothing wrong with smoking a joint. Here in California where I live, it's totally legal. Like having smoking a little bit, or having a few drinks, popping a few pills. There's nothing wrong with that. I have it under control. So I want you to hear me very clearly when I say this. This is not about, I'm not speaking to you from right or wrong, good or bad. I want to just say this to you. If that's your strategy, if you find this self happening to you in life on a regular basis, I want to ask you a question. Could it be that this behavior that started, the behavior of medicating, taking, smoking a little bit of marijuana just so you can kind of take the edge off, or having a few drinks, did that behavior start in consciousness or unconsciousness for you in your past? And could there be something that you're trying to numb in your life? Do you have a problem with life that you need to numb it? Is it a problem to be managed? We hear about stress management or pain management. Is your life a problem to be managed with a little bit of substances to kind of take the edge off? Now, I know the ego in you may say, hey, that's not me, I'm not like that. Forget that for a moment. What if you're so here's my concern, and this is what I've witnessed, and I've even experienced this in my own life, and I've had to become very conscious of it. Am I okay with life? Am I okay with my life right now? This moment, the moment of sobriety where I'm not medicating, am I okay with the discomfort I may feel in this moment? And the answer is, for a lot of people, unfortunately, the answer is no. And a lot of people aren't honest about it. They're just dishonest in their mind. They're making excuses. There's nothing wrong with this. Everything's fine. I got it under control. It's no big deal. I'm not saying you're a full-blown addict. You may be able to hold a job down, earn some money, maintain your life. Yeah. You're not going to end up on the street or dead from an overdose. No, that may not be what happens to you. But there's something that even more tragic that could happen to you. You know what it is? Yeah, because it's a tragedy when people lose their life from drugs or alcohol. That's a tragedy. Make no mistake about it. But there's another tragedy that nobody talks about. And that's the tragedy of people who literally have to escape their life through the subtleties of medicating. Yeah, your life's a gift that was given to you. And if you're suffering to the point where you feel like you can't be totally sober, like if that's not okay for you, again, this isn't about Is it right or wrong to have a glass of wine? Is it right or wrong to smoke marijuana? Is it right? It's not, has nothing to do with that. Hey, if that's you, that's fine. I'm not against any of that, personally. But here's what I'm for. I'm for the clarity and awareness of life. And I think that once you can settle into this thing called life, learn how to manage your inner life, clear the trauma that you've experienced, that life isn't something that you need to escape from through this constant state of medicating. If your nervous system is anxious and you're in an uproar, it's because there's some dimension of your life that you are not entering into, that you are blocked in. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. You have a huge need to get clear about what's causing your discomfort. And the more you medicate, taking a few pills at night to sleep okay, having a few drinks, smoking some marijuana, if that's you, if you have to do that, and you may say, I don't have to do that, but if you do that on a regular basis, you have to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. If that's something you're doing, it's because there's something deep in you, there's a dimension of your life that you are running from. And if you don't stop running from it, you will miss your life. I'm not trying to scare you. You may not end up overdosing or winding up on the homeless on the street, but you could live your whole life and miss it, completely miss it, settle for mediocre relationships, an unsatisfying life that you just have to fill with other things. If that's you today, I want you to think about, what kind of life do I want to live? And I want you to make it, it's a set an intention to actually do whatever it takes for you to get clear about your life and to actually have a life that you want to settle into and live fully without the need to medicate. Again, it's not about whether you can ever medicate, either enjoy a glass of wine or whatever. I'm not talking about that. There's nothing wrong with that. I want you to get clear about, am I okay with my life to the point that I can actually enjoy it without anything, any substance to medicate me? That's what I want to ask you, okay? If you'd like some more information from me, go to my website, jamaljavanji.com. Scroll to the bottom, put your email address in there. You can get on my mailing list. I'd love to hear from you. All right, take care.